My name is Gabby. I'm the community manager for Hunt to Eat, and today I'm here with the Colorado Wildlife Council to talk about state wildlife area management in Colorado.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Garrett, and we're the Colorado Wildlife Council outreach team.
What does the Colorado Wildlife Council do, and why is it important?
The Colorado Wildlife Council is tasked with managing a social media campaign to educate citizens on the benefits of wildlife, wildlife management, and wildlife-related recreational opportunities in Colorado, specifically hunting and fishing.
The Colorado Wildlife Council outreach team is really just trying to build support for and awareness of all the great wildlife conservation work going on in the state, and remind folks that most of that work is actually funded with hunting and fishing license fees.
Where do hunting and fishing license dollars go?
It's not something that a lot of people know, but hunting and fishing license fees contribute roughly 60 to 70% annually to conservation programs in the state.
That's right, and those conservation programs cover everything from hatcheries that stock our lakes and streams with fish, to studying and protecting endangered species, and importantly, protecting a lot of great wildlife habitat like state wildlife areas.
What is a state wildlife area?
So state wildlife areas are parts of land in Colorado that are managed by Colorado Parks and Wildlife with the specific purpose to maintain and protect habitat for Colorado's great wildlife.
That's right, and today we're in the beautiful Wellington State Wildlife Area.
Why do you need an active hunting or fishing license to access a state wildlife area in Colorado?
With more and more people moving to Colorado, there's increased recreation pressure on natural habitats, making it harder for animals to live a wild life.
Yeah, so the need for conservation funding and preserved wildlife habitat is higher now than ever. So to that end, the Colorado Parks and Wildlife Commission recently passed a new policy to help conserve this great wildlife habitat.
The new state wildlife policy, effective July 1st of 2020, requires each individual to have an active hunting or fishing license while recreating, hunting, or fishing on state wildlife lands. This is important because it reduces recreation pressure, leading to a more wild and holistic life for the animals on these properties.
Yeah, and it's also important because that helps provide more conservation funding so that wildlife habitats like this can continue to be managed and thrive. So I've got my small game fishing combo license right here. Those two together cost me less than 55 bucks, and every one of those dollars went right back into conservation funding.
That's exactly right, and beyond hunting and fishing as activities, there are so many reasons to buy a license, from search and rescue insurance programs to SWA access. If not to just support conservation as a whole, there's a plethora of reasons to support and buy licenses.
If folks want to check out state wildlife areas, they should check out the Colorado Recreational Lands Brochure. This provides all the information about where state wildlife areas are and all the different rules and regulations for when you can visit them, different activities that you can partake in, and what type of hunting and fishing opportunities there are there.
As always, it's important to know before you go, and responsible recreation helps keep our wildlands wild.